halfway there. You may want to intervene.
What's up guys, my name is Ace, and yesterday, November 11th, we got the title update 1.04 for Infinite Warfare. So today, we finally got the patch notes, and I'm going to be covering some of those changes today. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so if you're interested in seeing every little change that they made, I will leave a link to the patch notes in the description below and you can read through yourself. I'm not going to be covering absolutely everything in this video. I'm going to be focusing on the things that we'll really notice day to day in the game. So the first big thing that a lot of you guys have probably noticed, Infected is back. This is a really fun game mode. If you haven't tried it yet, make sure you go give it a try. It's more of just a messing around for fun kind of game mode. And if you want to search for it, it's in the special category under game modes. Unfortunately, at this point, they're not allowing parties into Infected, and this could be because of the boosting that we've seen in the past with Infected in previous COD games, where a person's friends would intentionally get themselves infected and then they would block off doorways so that they could keep their friend alive and then their friend could get nukes that way. I don't see that as enough of an excuse to keep parties out of the mode though, because it's really a party-based game mode. It's just a for fun type of thing. It's really fun to mess around with your friends and play Infected. So I'm hoping they'll change this in the future, but a workaround that you can use for now if you want to play Infected with friends is search for a game on your own of Infected, and as soon as you start searching for that game, get your friend to try and join in session. A lot of the times you'll be able to get your friends in and you'll be able to play Infected with them. Next up, another one of the really noticeable changes that was made with this patch is the camos. They've changed the way that camos display on your guns. So for some camos they actually animated them. I think it's the Hellstorm or Hailstorm camo. That one is now animated. I think it looks really cool. And then for other ones, they just changed the way the camo displays on your gun. They went with more of a Treyarch style camo, where you can see a lot of the accessories on your gun as like not camoed, and then just certain parts of the gun are camoed. You really notice this with gold camo especially. And this is a really subjective area. I've been reading a lot on Reddit, and a lot of people are upset with this. I personally am very happy with this change. I do like the fact now that you can see all those little details with the gun, and it doesn't look like somebody just took a can of spray paint and just sprayed the entire gun and every piece of it, and it's all one color. Now you can actually see all those details, and there's a lot of contrast within the gun. I think it looks a lot better, at least in most cases, but like I said, it's subjective. You guys might not like it as much. Actually, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of the camo change in Infinite Warfare so far? The next big thing that a lot of people have been noticing is there is like a mini combat record in the lobby. It looks kind of like Ghost's combat record, where you couldn't go and see other players like full combat record and all their stats and all that kind of stuff. You can just see their kill-death ratio, win-loss ratio, the current win streak, and also like a couple other little stats like their recent performance and stuff like that. So you can kind of get a gauge of what the lobby looks like, but you can't see the detailed stats of the enemies. I still have high hopes that they're working on more detailed combat records like we've seen in like Black Ops 3 for instance. I feel like they are, but I don't know, and we'll just have to wait and see on that. We still don't have access to combat records. Next up, for all the free-for-all players out there, we've got a great update for them. They doubled the amount of score you earn per kill. So instead of 50 score per kill, you get 100 score per kill. This allows you to get score streaks a lot easier, because before it was a little ridiculous trying to get some streaks. Also for free-for-all, they're now counting top 3 as a win. So if you get first, second, or third place in free-for-all, it counts as a win towards your stats, which is how it's really always been in previous COD games, but for whatever reason, for the past week, only the first place person was being awarded with wins, and that kind of sucked. But they have changed it, and everything's looking really good there. As for Search and Destroy, you guys might have noticed last night, Search and Destroy was actually removed for a little bit. Something with the update initially screwed up Search and Destroy and people were getting kicked from the game for no reason. They have fixed that now, so Search and Destroy is back in rotation and seems to be working just fine. Now, one thing that seems really minor that they fixed, but I'm really liking this change, I really couldn't stand the way it was before. When you die in-game, the kill feed would disappear until you respawn, and a lot of times you just want to quickly glance down and see like what's going on, what happened in that situation based on the kill feed. Like, did I get headshotted or like what happened? And the kill feed would disappear. Now the kill feed stays throughout all of your death, and in my opinion, that's an excellent change. I'm really glad they brought that back. I don't know why they removed it in the first place, but I'm very happy with how it is now. Now, the final really noticeable change that I'm going to be talking about today is Xbox One's frame rate issues have been fixed, or at least a lot of the frame rate issues. I've been hearing tons of reports of the frame rate being fixed. there were a lot of big issues with Xbox One, where there were some crazy frame drops, and it was basically unplayable for a lot of people based on everything that I've read. That appears to have been fixed with this patch. Now, they do say in the patch notes, if you are having issues, please still contact them and be vocal about it. But so far, it seems they found the big issue that was causing those frame drops, and Xbox One seems to be running a whole lot more smoothly with this game. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Like I said, a bunch of other little things have been patched in-game. Most of them are things that you've probably never even seen an issue with before. They're just like minor bug fixes and things like that. But if you are interested in seeing all of those other details, as well as all the details for the zombies, I didn't cover anything zombies related in this video because I'm not really much of a zombies player. They did fix a bunch of things in zombies as well. If you want to see all of those details, link will be in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you stay subscribed to the channel for all future updates. I will be doing a patch update video this year. I'll be doing one for every single patch this time around because I kind of neglected those in Black Ops 3. This time around, every single time we have a title update, I will be covering it. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time.